Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today, Miss Aleskis is going to demonstrate for you a little scientific musical experiment. And so for this experiment, you are going to need some wine glasses. So ask mom and dad if they have any and if you can borrow some. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to learn a little bit about something called friction. Friction is when two things rub together. And when those two things rub together, many things can happen. And on a glass like this, you might be able to hear a sound. You guys might have heard this before, but let's try it first. I'm going to take one finger and I'm going to hold down the glass and I'm going to put the pad of my finger right at the rim of the wine glass. And I'm just going to move it around the glass and I want to see if we hear anything. So take a listen. Did you hear a sound? I didn't. So what's happening here is my fingers are very dry. And when my fingers are dry, there are too many bumps and ridges in my finger so that it doesn't really slip along the glass well enough. So what you need to do is you need to take your finger. I want you to get it wet. So I just have a little cup with water. Just get it nice and wet. And then we're going to try this again. Now I am holding down the bottom of the wine glass so that it doesn't slide around while I play. Okay, so nice wet finger. This could take about 3 to 5 seconds to make a good sound. So let's see what happens. You hear that? All right. If it doesn't work for you at first, keep trying, because when I first tried this, it didn't work for me at first either. It took some practice till I got it, okay? One thing you want to make sure you do is don't put your hand along this part of the glass because that does stop the sound. Now, the reason that we're hearing that sound is because of that friction. When you have friction, it actually causes this glass to vibrate. And a lot of you know that vibrations produce sounds. We've talked about that in music class and you've talked about that with your teachers. So what I did today is I went ahead and I got 3 glasses. And if you'll notice on the other 2 glasses, I have put some water inside them and they're different levels of water. And a lot of you also know that the different levels of water cause the air to vibrate at different rates. And so when the air vibrates differently, it actually changes the pitch. So what I did is I went ahead and figured out that an empty wine glass, at least this one, now remember if they're made differently, they'll make different sounds. An empty wine glass here makes the note B. This one that's about halfway full makes the note A. And this one that's about 3/4 of the way full or so makes the note G. And so with this, I can actually play a lot of songs. 3rd and 4th graders, you guys all know Hot Cross Buns. You can play that. You can even play Mary Had a Little Lamb. So let's see if I can get some Mary Had a Little Lamb going here. All right, so I'm gonna dip this really well in the water. All right, and I'm gonna go along all 3 glasses. We start with B, then A, then G, okay? Oh, let me get it wet a little bit first. There, it's gone. Remember I told you it takes about 3 or so seconds. Let me get that last one wet too. Oh, there it is. All right, so here we go. There was a little bit off, but that's okay. We did a pretty good job. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed listening to that song. I want to show you one more thing that doesn't have anything to do with notes, but we talked a little bit in the beginning about vibrations and about how whenever we are taking our finger along the rim of the wine glass, it causes the glass itself to vibrate. What I did is I filled this glass almost all the way to the top with water because what it's going to do when this glass vibrates is you're actually going to be able to see the vibrating action in the water. So we're going to get really close up, and I want you to take a look at the water and see if you notice the water itself vibrating as I spin my finger around. See that happening? Let me get my finger wet again. Let's see if I can make it really loud. All right. So, question of the day for you is, what do you think would happen to the sound or the vibrations if we used a different glass, one that is shaped differently, one that is maybe taller, maybe skinnier? What do you think could happen? Leave some comments and let me know.